Hey, Shalom, Kohala, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rachaf, the ones that apostles, great millstone that rule well. And Shalom to you, brothers and highways and byways, from the words sincerely and faithfully, continually fighting that good fight of faith. Lord willing, we're finding that number to be delivered. All right. I have no idea what I'm entitled this, but Lord willing, by the end of the lesson, I'll have something in mind. But so I got in my inbox a subscriber. All right. Now I'm just gonna play the video, and we're gonna go from here. So here's the video.
Hello, Chief speaking. This is the video about how God revealed I was the Apostle Paul in my past life. Through a tantalizing dream, quite honestly, I saw Yeshua the Messiah himself. So we were in a university, and I was doing some work on the computer, and I walk into the auditorium, and I see Yeshua and the 11 apostles. You know, Yeshua was about 8 feet tall, man. I'm a tall man. I'm about 7 feet, but Yeshua, he was towering over me. He had to be 8 feet. He had a purple robe on, and a purple hood was covering his head, and you couldn't even see his face. And the 11 apostles, they all had matching blue suits on, and you could tell they're in their new bodies, eternal, incorruptible bodies, because they're all very youthful looking. And so I walk in to the auditorium, I see Yeshua with 11 apostles just joking, kidding around. You know, as you see his soul, like to the left. And so I say hello, and I leave him to it. I'll come back a little bit later, and the auditorium is full. You know, the ceremony had started, and it was packed full of Asians. I was trying to find a seat, and I couldn't find a seat. So I see the VIP section, which has about 13 seats, you know, enough for Yeshua and the 12 apostles. And I walk in, and an Asian lady greets me with a warm greeting, and she says, "Oh yes, come right in. This is your seat right here." So I sit down, and you know, and that was pretty much the end of that dream, with Yeshua and the 11 apostles remaining on stage, while me myself as Apostle Paul was sitting down in the VIP section. And very quickly, to interpret this dream, I interpret that Paul being the 12th apostle. God was showing me that the Apostle Paul is the 12th apostle, and he was showing me that was indeed Paul, because Paul, you know, his ministry was in Asia, hence the audience being all Asian. And you know, even with me being in the VIP section, having a seat amongst the 11 apostles, that right there showed me not only was I Paul in the past life, but it's also showing me that Paul was the 12th apostle. And, you know, when you look at the book of Acts, you see that the 11 apostles cast lots to choose Matthias as the 12th apostle. But Yeshua, during his ministry, chose all 12 apostles. And so when you look at Paul, you see that Yeshua chose Paul to be an apostle. So you see the difference there. The 11 apostles chose Matthias, but Yeshua chose Paul as an apostle. So truly, Paul was the true 12th apostle. And, you know, the dream was very confirmational of that. And, you know, the dream is also confirming to me from God showing me personally, you know, through his own being, that I was Paul in the past life. Thank you all for listening.
All right. So here you have, you know, this individual professing himself that Yeshua revealed unto him that he was the Apostle Paul. All right. Now I'm gonna say this, man. You know, there's a lot of demons out there that jump on people. All right. And this demon that's on this particular man is, I'm gonna say, what you call a I am somebody demon. And he went on to profess that, you know, he was amongst the 12 apostles of Apostle Paul, him being the 12th apostle. You know, and we know and understand that the Apostle Paul wasn't numbered among the 12. All right. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 5. Matter of fact, Let me go to verse 2. It says, now the names of the 12 apostles are these. The first, Simon, who is called Peter, Andrew his brother, James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas, Matthew the publican, James the son of Alphaeus, and Lebbaeus, whose surname is Thaddeus, Simon the Canaanite, and Judas Iscariot, who also betrayed him. These 12 Yahushua sent forth, commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not. All right, those are the original 12. All right. Then the lot was cast. Then the lot was cast for Matthias. All right. So for this man to say that the Apostle Paul was an original man of original apostle of the 12, is clearly he's not in his right mind. And on top of that, he's gonna profess that Yahshua revealed it unto him. All right, so let's keep rolling. 1 Corinthians 14 and 32, and it says, and the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. Now here it is, 2022, and this man is now all of a sudden coming to this great revelation that he is now the Apostle Paul. We're at the end of this thing, man. If you are the Apostle Paul, where have you been? What have you been doing? Where are your works? What's going on here, Apostle Paul? You like to, people like to always, try to profess themselves to be somebody of such importance when they come, and they're reading the scriptures, man, which is not a wise thing to do. Matter of fact, let me go to, this is Job 12 and 16. It says, with him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. All right. So if you've been deceived, the Lord has deceived you. And this man has truly been deceived to thinking he is the Apostle Paul, shown by way of Yahshua that he is the 12th apostle. And once again, man, the Lord said he was going to smite men with madness. And this is exactly what's happening. A lot of these men, they come into this thing and profess themselves to be of somebody. Now check it, right? Let's go here real quick. Let me go back here. What I want to do, let me go on his name. He has another video. Like I said, I don't know this dude. I don't know where he came from. He was just on my page. He came to my page.
Well, good morning, Dr. Ken Lewis here.
That's not what I wanted. He was on my page, and I clicked on it. Here it goes here. So he did a comparison to certain men of the Lord. And I want to get down to it here. He made a comparison of himself. There it goes. To the Apostle Paul. And it says, my name is Chiquita, means small in Spanish, and Paul's name means small. And he put this picture up, I guess, as a representation of him as the Apostle Paul back then. All right. Now, for a man to go as far as looking up icons of different men and apostles and digging a picture up of himself to show the contrast of what he looked like back then, this man is out of his mind, man. He's clearly not in his right mind. All right? Clearly not in his right mind. But once again, you know, the Lord said he was going to smite men with madness. This is exactly what we have here. The Lord smote this man with madness.
Hello.
All right?
Chief Goge speaking.
So continuing on, let's go to James 2:18. It says, yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. And as I stated, if you are the Apostle Paul, and the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets, and we coming around the corner to the end of this thing, now all of a sudden you've been made, it's been revealed to you that that's who you are. Now in the dream, he said he couldn't find a seat anywhere. And my thing is, if you're the Apostle Paul, I'm sure you shouldn't have no problem finding a seat. And all the other apostles all in blue suits. You know, I thought brothers was gonna be clothed in white robes. You know, and then he went on to speak about Asia. There was Asian women there. Now I'm assuming he's either referring to Ammonite or Moabite, Chinese or Japanese, whatever suits his pleasure. But just because Paul was in Asia doesn't mean he was amongst the Moabites and Ammonites per se. All right. So when you go here, this is Asia Minor, all right, where he was in Galatia, Pamphylia, Cilicia, Cappadocia. You know, you had a lot of Israelites all in this region, man, known as Asia Minor. You know, but once again, when your mind ain't right, you know, you tend to become very unstable or irrational with your thought process. Okay? So this man clearly isn't in his right mind. You know, and to profess himself as the Apostle Paul is a very, you know, a very dangerous thing, so to say. And I'll say this, you know, throughout the years, we've seen many men come up professing themselves to be somebody special, man. You know, one time we was out there on the highways, some dude came up and was telling myself and Elder Mons that him and his brother were the elect. They were the elect. No ifs and buts about it. You know? And needless to say, this dude, you know, he never resurfaced. We seen him here and there, every now and then we'll see him here and there, you know, all bugged out or whatever. But this is exactly what's happening, man. The Lord is starting to bug people out the closer we get to the end of this thing, man. People are losing it, man. They're losing it. Physically, mentally, and this is the time frame that we're in. All right? So keep yourself, you know, in sound mind through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You know, keep yourself prayed up, you know, and keep yourself, you know, in the sound doctrine. Don't worry about, you know, don't try to worry about if you was somebody important back in the ancient times. A lot of men get caught up with that. You know, I said no, not necessarily men in the truth, but you know, people that, you know, start turning to the Bible and now they want to profess themselves to be this one and that one and that one and this one. All right. But you know, with that, I'm gonna end it there. You know, I'll post a link in the description. Brothers want to go back and watch it. I mean, it's kind of, you know, might get a little chuckle out the deal, but you know, this thing is dead serious, man. It's dead serious. And when you know a man is professing themselves to be a man of such importance, and it being revealed by a demon named Yeshua, you know this man ain't right. So with that, I'm going to end it there. Lord willing, I'll see you brothers on the show. I shall shalom.